Hi, how are you today? I'm going to be reading Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. Chapter 1, Down the Rabbit Hole. Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank, and of having nothing to do. Once or twice she had peeped into the book her sister was reading, but it had no pictures or conversations in it. And what is the use of this book, thought Alice, without pictures or conversation? So she was considering in her own mind whether the pleasure of making a daisy chain would be worth the trouble of getting up and picking the daisies, when suddenly a white rabbit with pink eyes ran close to her. There was nothing so remarkable in that, nor did Alice think it was very much out of the way to hear the rabbit say to itself, oh dear, I shall be late." When she thought it over afterwards, it occurred to her that she ought to have wondered at this, and at the time it all seemed quite natural. But when the rabbit actually took a watch out of its waistcoat pocket and looked at it and then hurried on, Alice started to her feet, for it flashed across her mind that she had never before seen a rabbit with either a waistcoat pocket or a watch to take out of it, and burning into curiosity, she ran across the field after it, and fortunately was just in time to see it pop down a large rabbit hole under the ledge. In another moment down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was going to get out. The rabbit hole went straight on like a tunnel for some way, and then dipped down suddenly, so suddenly that Alice had not a moment to think about stopping herself before she found herself falling down a very deep well. Either the well was very deep, or she fell very slowly, for she had plenty of time as she went down to look around her and wonder what she was going to do next. First she tried to look down and make out what she was coming to, but it was too dark to see anything. Then she looked at the sides of the well and noticed that they were filled with cupboards and bookshelves. Here and there she saw maps and pictures. It was labeled orange marmalade, but to her great disappointment it was empty. She did not like to drop the jar for fearing of killing somebody, so managed to put it in one of the cupboards as she fell past it. Well, Alice thought to herself, after such a fall as this, I shall think nothing of tumbling downstairs. How brave they'll all think of me at home. Why, I wouldn't say anything about it, even if I fell off the top of a house, which was very likely true. Down, down, down. Would the fall ever come to an end? I wonder how many miles I've fallen by this time, she said out loud. I must be getting somewhere near the center of the earth. Let me see. That would be about 4,000 miles down, I think. For you see, Alice had learned several things of this sort in her lessons in the schoolroom, and though this was not a very good opportunity for showing off her knowledge, as there was no one to listen to her, still it was good practice to say it over. Yes, that's about the right distance. But then I wonder what latitude or longitude I've got to. Alice had no idea what latitude was, or longitude either, but thought there would be very nice, grand words to say. Presently she began again. I wonder if I shall fall right through the earth. How funny it'd seem to come out among the people that walk with their heads downward. The antipathies, I think.